Before we begin this course, let's go over a quick course outline of everything that I'll be going over in this course. In this course, I'll be going over some common scholarship myths. So as you're going into these applications for scholarships, I'll help you separate the fact from the fiction so you know what information is reliable and which information is not as you're going into these applications. I'll also be going over alternative places where you can find scholarships. There are several websites that students commonly go to for certain resources, but because everybody is congregating to these same websites, you also often get an influx of applications, and that makes it really difficult to compete for a place in these scholarships, for an actual chunk of the funding from these scholarships. So one way to sidestep that is to look for alternative places where you can find scholarships, and I will tell you exactly how to do that in this course. I will also teach you how to conduct yourself in interviews. I will teach you what is proper dress code for interviews. Say you are perhaps on the verge of being accepted into a university, but before you're accepted, there is an extensive in-person interview process. I will teach you the skills on how you can answer some of the most common questions in these interviews and make a good impression. And throughout the course, you're going to be doing a lot of learning by doing. I'll be providing a lot of exercises that are based on real scholarship essay questions that I have received or that I have commonly seen, and you will start by answering these exercises on your own. And in the lectures following these exercise lectures, you will be learning by example through reading and hearing me narrate through the stories that I have told to complete these scholarship essays. So the way that I write scholarship essays is I almost always write it as a story, and I'll be telling you exactly why I do that, and I'll be giving you actual examples of stories that I have written that have gone on to win me or my friends or my family or my teachers actual scholarship money. Now, to get the most out of this course, I would like you to think of this course as not just being a course on how to win scholarships. In this course, the most important skill that you will learn is how to tell stories. Storytelling is a skill that will transfer forward throughout your time at university and throughout your career after university as well. I will teach you how to write a story so that you are the hero of your story, and I will teach you all these transferable skills that will not only advance your career, but help you write these incredible cover letters that will set your job application apart. And last of all, one of my final goals for this course is that I hope that in writing these personal statements, you will learn something about yourself. Sometimes writing a personal statement can be very emotionally taxing. You are being required to tell a personal story about yourself that some stranger will be reading, and they will make some kind of judgment upon you and decide whether you deserve to get into a certain university and whether you deserve financial funding. That can be a very emotionally taxing thing to do, but from the feedback that I've received from the people who I've helped to write scholarship essays and personal statements for, I've heard from a lot of people that they've thanked me for helping them write these personal statements because I've written a story about them that helps them view some of the more negative aspects in their life in a more positive light. Personal statements are personal by nature. They sometimes dig a little bit deeper into who you are than you'd like, and it can be uncomfortable to write them, and it can be uncomfortable to share it with somebody who is reading the essay who you are not familiar with, to share it with a stranger. And for that reason, I think throughout this course, if you think about the bigger picture and understand that I'm not only teaching you how to win scholarships and how to get into university, but how to develop these skills that will help you throughout university and beyond your time at university, then you'll get the most out of this course. So without further ado, thank you for joining me in this course. I look forward to seeing you again in the next lecture.